What if I told you that putting systems in place can be better for your mental health than setting goals alone? Hey doers, and welcome back. I'm Kimberly, and let me tell you, you probably noticed I was off the radar for the last of 2022. I was riddled with the stress of building our first home, and I also had some major brain fog issues, which I'm chalking up to the horrible diet that I had. But what kept my business afloat and earning annual awards, all expenses paid trip, the highest commission tier was, you guessed it, consistent systems. I personally pulled back to the bare minimum and I made ish happen because I know what the meat and potatoes are for my business. I completely cut out the fluff, cut out the dessert, and I stopped doing the things that I didn't enjoy or I wasn't being appreciated for. So thank you for sticking with me in my lows. Now, back to the whole systems are better for your mental health. So how often are we told to set a goal only to be upset when we don't hit them? A lot of times we say what we want to do, we put that intention out there, but we don't even do the actions it takes to get there. And that can take a toll on you. And that's where systems come in. And this video isn't just for the new year. If you're watching this mid-year or even Q4, there is no time like the present to get your systems defined and set. Now, I know the word system can be scary, so just remember a system is just a set of tasks that you do on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. So, I have 4 points on why you need systems for your goals, and then 5 steps to getting started. First, systems focus on the process rather than the outcome. So when we set a goal, we normally focus on that specific outcome, hitting a rank, earning an award, losing weight, etc. But the process of getting that outcome is just as, if not more important, right? By putting systems in place, you can ensure that you have a reliable and effective process for achieving the result that you're wanting. Second, systems are ongoing. Goals are often time-bound and have an exact end date, right? I want to promote by October. Well, when you reach your goal, you may not have a clear plan for what to do next. On the other hand, you may see you're not going to hit your goal, so you can go back to your system and adjust your tasks. But what about once that time that you've set for your goal has passed? Well, a system is like what I mentioned, an ongoing process that you can follow indefinitely and even increase the frequency of your task or your output. So if you are at this point, I highly encourage you to read or listen to the 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. It's one of my favorites. Third, systems can be adjusted. When you set a goal, it can be difficult to make changes once you've committed to it. But with a system, you can easily make adjustments as needed to ensure that you're going to make progress and stay on track. Fourth, systems can help you build habits. Habits are the most important part of achieving long-term success. Think like the books High Performance Habits, Atomic Habits, there's a ton. And by putting a system in place, you can develop habits that support your desired outcomes and make it easier to maintain your progress. This is where I was this last year. The things I was doing, they were all habits that were just already ingrained into my routine. So let's chat through how to get started. First, you want to identify an area of your life where you want to make progress, right? This could be related to your career, your relationships, your health, or even personal development. Next, you're going to want to determine a specific outcome or goal that you want to achieve in this area. So for example, you might want to increase your income, improve your relationships, or become more physically fit. Then break down the actions needed into small, manageable steps. So like goals, these steps should be specific, measurable, and achievable. Now, the best way to do this is to reverse engineer your goal if possible. So for example, if you want to get a certain amount of sales by a specific date, you take that number and divide it by how many months. For example, I'm going to use our annual sales award, which is 30,000 in sales. So I would take 30,000 divided by 12 months. This tells me that I need an average of 2,500 per month. But let's keep going. Divide that number by 4 and we get 625. This tells me how much I need per week. But let's keep going. Divide that number how many days you want to actively work your business in a week. And that gives me 125. That tells me 125 sales per day. But it's the same with each goal. Wanting to promote? How many people do you need to do that? How many conversations do you need to have? Next, follow your steps on a regular basis. This could involve setting aside a specific time each day or week to work on your steps, or creating a checklist to ensure you're making progress. The easier it is to follow, the more likely you're gonna stick with it. And bada bing, you got yourself a system. Next, you're going to want to track your progress and adjust your system as needed. This could involve a journal, a spreadsheet, which I personally love, or an app to track your progress and identify where you can make improvements if necessary. Now, if you're not tracking what you're doing, you may keep doing things that aren't bringing you the results that you want, and you're going to end up wasting your time. Last, celebrating your successes, no matter how small, can help you stay motivated and reinforce the behavior you've been trying to turn into a habit. Having someone to hold you accountable can help you stay on track as well. This could be a mentor, a coach, a friend, or a peer who checks in on you regularly to see how you're doing with your tasks. You guys know me, I'm a huge fan of spreadsheets, so checking things off and then sharing that spreadsheet with my mentor, so that way they can see at a glance what I need to focus on during our next call. Now, I want you to set aside a few minutes, look at the goals that you've already set, and really identify if you have a system set up for each one of them. Now, if you need a starting point for business systems, definitely check out the resource that goes along with this video down below in the description. If you've been following along, this is nothing new, but if this is your first time diving into systems, be sure to grab it. My goal for you is that you feel more confident in the tasks that you're taking every day in your business, and at the end, hopefully you have a system for each one of your goals and for your entire business. So if this resonated with you, if you're excited to get your systems in place, be sure to take a screenshot, share it over in your stories, and tag me and tell me what your biggest takeaway or aha moment was. And while you're waiting for next week's video, definitely check out these other two videos. If you liked this video and you want to see more videos on systems like this, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you get a notification when the next video drops. I'll see you guys next week.